Which way to the living without a brain seminar? Don't be late. Turkey sandwich.
So, mascot horror is a genre with no real definition. All you gotta do to make a mascot horror game is make funny kids mascot, make said mascot fucked up and evil, and then just make a shitty game from there and publish it under a name like Mr. Fucko's Sex House of Torture or some shit. And with the recent era of mascot horror being filled with slop, cough cough, ban, cough cough, I decided to go back to one of my personal favorite mascot horror franchises, Bendy and the Ink Machine. I mean, come on, it's literally BioShock meets Disney. What isn't there to love? But I didn't just want to cover the basic official games. No, everyone's done that. I wanted to cover the fan games and mods, specifically 2. So, without further wait, let's dive into the inky depths of Joey Drew's studios. We're starting off with a game that is personal to me because it's nostalgic, called Bendy and the Ink Machine Downward Fall. Downward Fall is a demo released back in 2017 at the peak of Bendy's popularity. So, let's go. And before we do, I just want to say, for all of these fan games, I don't have footage of me playing them because I don't feel like trying to get them, so I'm taking other people's gameplay footage. Keep that in mind.
Guess what? You're a bitch.
In Downward Fall, we play as a man named Pickers, and...
I must have partied a little too hard last night. I wonder where Fetty is.
Yeah, listen, this was 2017 and a demo, so let's not expect AAA voice acting. Anyways, during this, we are also introduced to a fat fetish version of Boris called Fetty. We find a tape recorded by Pickers which introduces us to him and Fetty, while also explaining a really cool idea that this fan game has, which is the idea that the Ink Demon can use the Bendy cutouts as sort of security cameras, FNAF style, which I really like and I hope it gets put into the official games. But anyways, we're instructed to make our last painting. Why? I don't fucking know. And while we go, okay. Anyways, as we explore, we get, I guess it's a flashback? I don't know. To Fetty painting something. Again, I don't know. This game never explains anything, and it's kinda irritating. Anyways, as we go, we empty some ink and find a Bendy plush which talks and...
Golly gee, the ink demon must have messed up your face pretty good. Wait, that's how you always looked like? Oh.
I could see why the wall art said "fuck you, Bendy." Anyways, we make our way over to the movie department where we can find Fetty unconscious. After that, we enter and begin to make our finer painting. Whatever that means. When this happens...
I want to leave this message for a Boris named Betty. If anyone else were to stumble upon this, I'm terribly sorry. It's a shame, really. I thought we were going to be the best of pals, Betty, but you had to try to run away from the deal you've made. How sad. Very well. I know your secret. You blindfold the cutouts. How smart. You're a smart boy, Betty. You've always been. What were to happen if I took the blindfolds off? Because I did. You should probably find a way out before Bendy comes. It was nice knowing you, Fetty. Not really.
Yeah, we're never really told who this is. Back when it was first released, I thought it was Bendy, but looking back, it's probably Sammy Lawrence. I misspelled Lawrence. I put Lawrence. I don't just thought I mentioned that. Anyways, after we exit the store, a chase begins with the Ink Demon and
I must have partied a little too hard last night. I wonder where Fetty is.
Like I was saying, a chase begins and we barely escape. And this little piece of dialogue happens.
Betty, what the fuck were you thinking?
I think this is a good time to mention this game's use of swearing. Now, of course, if the official Bendy games weren't for kids, Henry would have definitely been dropping some F-bombs. But this game sounds like an episode of Hazbin Hotel. All this is missing is a sex joke, and I can make the "if Bibsy Pop wrote" joke about it. Anyways, we go out to try and find Fetty, who's probably dead, in all honesty, and we find some more tapes along with this moment.
I don't think the elevator's working today.
No shit, Pickers. Anyways, after finding some more tapes and walking, we eventually make it to a door, and when interacting with the door... Yeah. So, something I forgot to mention is this game was never finished. Why? Well, it was released at a time where Kindly B / the Meatly / Joey Studios weren't too keen on Bendy fan games, and it got taken down and never finished. Sad. Now, our last stop on this trip is a Bendy Chapter 1 mod called Out of the Ink Machine, which, said mod, poses a question. If you changed the past, would you even notice? Out of the Ink Machine is a game made by Zephyr's World, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, with models made by SkyGuy555 and, I think, Teddy Dustair. I don't know how to pronounce their name. Is it Dustair? Dustar? I don't know. With a Chapter 2 in development at the time of me recording this, I thought it would be good to talk about it. This game is just basically Bendy Chapter 1, but with differences. The biggest being this guy. This is Bendy's redesign, called Ollie, which I will call him to differentiate him from Bendy. And in all honesty, I like this redesign more than the original Bendy. He actually looks like a cartoon from the 30s. Also, this stance. I know what you are. Anyways, on to the game now. So, like I said, there's not much to cover. It's just Chapter 1 of Bendy, but different. But our boy Ollie has some things to say to us.
Follow the path. What's wrong? Not quite what you remember. You think you can just run away? Follow the path. Know your place. Say my name. Believe this mankind's folly.
Oh, and you know that secret Meatly room in the Boris room? It's here. And if you go back further, you can see this other Bendy redesign. His name is Jimbo. We don't talk about Jimbo. Also, this game is one of those games that changes every playthrough, and it can detect OBS.
It's rude to collect someone without asking first.
Anyways, the game goes as normal until... Yep, no Ink Demon design, just regular Ollie. Also, I like this chase music. It makes it feel like Ollie is mocking you, but I digress. Anyways, just like in the original Chapter 1, we fall through the floor and end up in the ending room, which has an actual pentagram this time, and the game ends. Again, not much here, but still. Though, I tricked you. We're not talking about 2, we're talking about 4. So this is just a speed thingy before we end this video. First up is the 2017 prototype, which is made by the same people behind Out of the Ink Machine. And this game is just the 2017 Bendy Chapter 1 Alpha, but Ollie is here, in 2 ways. One, as a cardboard cutout that acts as a weeping angel. If you don't know what a weeping angel is, it's from Doctor Who. The concept of it is basically something that moves when you're not looking at it. So basically, if you blink, it moves. And his 3D, and the second one is his 3D form, which is a reverse weeping angel. You have to look away from him. And that's pretty much it. And the second one is Moving Pictures Redrawn, which is a fan-made remake of Chapter 1 of Bendy with the new art style from Dark Revival. Sadly, Moving Pictures Redrawn was taken down because of it using Dark Revival assets, and 2017 prototype was only for the 8th anniversary of Bendy, so you can't get it anymore. Both were honorable mentions. Anyways, that's going to conclude this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and have a wonderful day, night, or evening.
My plan is coming to fruition.
You're me!
The better version of you.